It came. It finally came. Oh my God! Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today is a very important and special day. Long time coming. This has been in the works for such a long time. I should explain. Oh God, where do I even begin? Okay, to be fair, before we get started, this calls for a celebration. We're going for a pink one today. A little bit sugary, don't normally go for the sugary ones, but it's a special occasion. Yes, the wind is still here, and no, my new microphone wind sock has not arrived, so we might have to jump in the truck to avoid the wind. So, for a long time, I have wanted to break into the sort of apparel, clothing game. By no means is what I want to do like a cash grab. That's not what I want to do. There are multiple layers to this. So, firstly, the announcement. Yes, I'm doing t-shirts, but not only t-shirts, I'm also doing hoodies to start off with. Those two things, and long sleeve t-shirts as well. Trust me, I will get to everything and I will explain everything. So you might want to watch this video before buying any clothing. Reasons why I wanted to start doing clothing or t-shirts is, one, I wanted to offer something to you guys so that you could feel like you were part of something. This exchange here, like the audience, like there's multiple people that watch this channel from all walks of life, but I think there is this one thing that we are all sort of we all have in common. We all love these old Volkswagen Mark 1s, but you are also here and subscribed to the channel, and I wanted to offer something physical that you could get and wear so that you felt a bit more part of something, part of a community. And that was the first reason. The second reason is I wanted to make something that you could wear as like clothing that sort of represents what you're about, and you know, I wanted you to be able to wear it whilst you're working on your cars, hence why it's black, so that nothing shows up, like no dirty marks show up on the clothing. And three is that I wanted to be able to start, I didn't want to do a GoFundMe thing, by no means is this a charity case, but having clothing or merchandise gives me the opportunity to earn a little tiny profit, and I will actually show you how much money I make. That's the thing, I want to be absolutely black and white with you guys, and I will actually show you how much money I make per t-shirt sale. So that will be coming up in today's video. So yeah, with that sort of profit, for every t-shirt that I sell, I wanted to either put right back into the YouTube channel, or, you know, allow it to put it towards something like traveling to America and going to Mark 1 Madness and seeing all of you guys in person. Yeah, those are the kind of the main reasons. Alright, with that being said, let's actually unpackage this thing, because I'm so excited to see what this looks like. Alright, I have the first t-shirt right here. The first Monster Rabbit t-shirt. So if you do order, you can go to themonsterrabbit.com, by the way, and if you do make an order, whether it's a t-shirt, hoodie, whatever, this is the packaging that it will come in. It is completely recyclable, and it even has my little logo right there. And as you can see, it comes from the Isle of Wight, which I will talk about in just a little minute. But yeah, this is the packaging. So if you see that come through your door, you know what it is. Man, this is so nerve-wracking. I hope it came out like the way I want it to. Okay, that's literally it. There's no plastic, which is, I'll talk about in just a minute. No plastic at all. You ready? Here is the first Monster Rabbit t-shirt. Are you ready to see the back? Look at that. How friggin' cool. This is my thought process. I wanted to have this style of shirt where you've got a small logo here in the like chest pocket and then a larger print on the back. I've always been a massive fan of that. I don't know what that style of tee is called, but for this purpose we're just going to call these, we're going to nickname them the workshop t-shirts. Now as you can probably see, that is this truck right here. This design is completely custom, and I actually commissioned an artist in Indonesia to draw this up for me, draw it, make alterations. I said that I would be completely transparent with you guys, and I'm going to tell you that this design cost $150 to pay an artist, and I'm all for commissioning artists and making sure artists get paid, whether they're musicians or actual designer, illustrators and stuff. I'm right behind that, and I just wanted to have something that's unique. Like, I would wear this. This is the style that's right up my street. That sort of comic book, Beano, dandy sort of like design. I absolutely love that. I am absolutely made up with this. This came out just how I wanted it. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to break down things like pros and cons, the reasoning behind going through this, because there is a lot to talk about with how these t-shirts are made, where they're from, and yeah, let's just go for it. So when it came to thinking about, okay, how am I going to go about and making t-shirts, and there's a lot of you that I actually spoke to on Instagram trying to get your feedback, trying to get an idea of how to go about, getting some t-shirts made, cost, time, all things like that. So I did research a lot about where to get shirts from. Should I go the whole bulk order thing? Should I do the whole pre-order thing? So I went through multiple websites and got multiple quotes from people in the UK and elsewhere, and it just came back, and I just thought, it's so expensive. Like, because this shirt is technically a 2 print on one shirt, which does make it a lot more expensive to order these shirts. Anybody else who does t-shirts and stuff will understand that as soon as you do two prints on a shirt, it does become more expensive, which does suck, but I wanted to keep that idea. There's something about having a small print on the front and a large one on the back that I really like, I wanted to keep with that no matter what. And of course the art came first. Like I said, I commissioned that guy in Indonesia to draw something. We chatted back and forth, and he came up with this design. I basically said to him, I want Frankenstein's monster driving my truck. And I gave him photos for reference. I gave him photos of this truck for reference, and I gave him a bunch of pictures of Frankenstein's monster, and he came up with an idea, and I just fell in love with it, and I was like, that is exactly what I'm after. That's exactly it. And made a few subtle changes. Other than that, perfect. Paid the guy, got the rights to the artwork, and I was like, right, now we just need to find out how I'm going to get these on a shirt and get them out to people. So like I said, I went out and had a look and phoned up and emailed back and forth with a bunch of different companies. It turns out like it would cost so much money to get a bulk load of shirts like that. The more I ordered, the cheaper it would become. But you've got to understand, I'm a very small creator here on YouTube and the podcast. I haven't got any money. That's the factor you've got to remember. I don't have any money right now to put into getting merchandise ready and stuff like that. And even if I did pre-orders, it would still cost so much money to get the t-shirts made, buy packaging, buy everything, do a whole separate website, do a PayPal thing, and Big Cartel maybe. All those people take cuts away from you. So even if you've paid already for your design, you've paid for shirts, you've paid for someone to print on them, you then have to pay for a website hoster, you then have to give PayPal their fee, and Big Cartel if you're going that way. So there's a lot of hands on all your, you know what I mean? It can get very sort of like, oh, I'm hardly going to make any money out of this at all. If anything, I might even make a loss down this route. So I actually ended up going with a company called TMill, who are actually based here on the Isle of Wight. So already you've got a bit of trivia or a tick. You know, I'm keeping it local. So TMill, that's the company that I use. The reason I went with TMill is because I really strongly, well, my values are in line with theirs. For example, they are all about eco-friendly, recyclable packaging. All the t-shirts and clothing are made from organic cotton, which is a massive plus for me. They, you know, save so much money on their operation side because they use certain technology which is, you know, more eco-friendly. I believe they even own their own solar panel farms. So everything that they do, everything they're about is very much environmentally friendly, and that is right up there with my own values. I won't go into all of that right now, but that is a massive reason why I decided to go with TMill. So how does it work? TheMonsterRabbit.com is now live. There'll be a link in the description. You can now order t-shirts, hoodies, long sleeves if you want, and any other products will be available on there. There's a lot of information on my website which kind of shows you and talks about how these are made and why they're so eco-friendly and the best route for me. Here are the pros and cons for ordering like a bulk load of shirts from another website, which is what I was originally going to do. So pros are, I did want to add like little details like replacing this tag. You see this tiny little green tag? I wanted to replace that and put my own custom like Monster Rabbit logo on the inside there. I also looked into getting like a little hem tag here on the sleeve, but I started like totting up and it was just ridiculous. I had to have a minimum order of 500 t-shirts, and I don't even know if I know 500 people. So it's like that's the minimum order. So already that was like that's a con really. But the pro with that is if I did go somewhere else, I could have done, you know, custom hems, custom tags, a lot of customization, which is what I really, really wanted to get into the detail. I wanted to have products which, you know, had those little details that people would pay attention to and make people go, ah, this is actually quite smart. Like they've actually, well, he's actually like paid close attention to all those little details. And that was one of the things I did want to do, which I can't do with TMill at the moment. So that was a pro of why I wanted to go with another company. Another pro is that if I did order a bulk load of shirts, the pro is that I would actually have the products to then slip in like some free stickers into each packet. So I would get a t-shirt, put it in the packet, and then I would put like a couple of free stickers in the packet and then go to the post office and post all the orders. Most of the companies that I looked into doing did not offer packaging, and none of it was really recycled goods. Nothing was eco-friendly. The clothing that other websites offered was not eco-friendly, whereas TMill is. They use organic cotton. The other con, like I said, you had to have minimum orders. So like just to have t-shirts, you have to have a minimum of 50 shirts. And to customize it, you had to have a minimum order of 500 shirts. Like I said, I'm a very small creator. I just want to get my stuff out there so people can wear it so they feel like they're part of something. If I did the pre-order, that itself is a con. I didn't want to have people waiting around for the product. And that's fine because there's a lot of other people that do it who I'm friends with, and that's fine. But for me, I want people to be able to order it and get it like within that week or the next week. Do you know what I mean? Depending on whereabouts in the world you live. So yeah, those are the cons with doing a pre-order. And I didn't want to have people waiting around. Now, if we go to TMill, here's the pros and cons with using TMill, which is what I'm using right now. The good thing with TMill, like I said, I keep bleating on about it, they use recyclable packaging. They're all about being eco-friendly. They use organic cottons, and if you do order any t-shirts and hoodies, you can look on the inside and you'll find a tag. That tag will actually say TMill Isle of Wight on the back, but this code allows you to go through a process where you can send it back to TMill, they'll shred it up and use that cotton again and recycle it and make more garments out of it, like a t-shirt or a hoodie or something like that. Which I thought that's amazing. So when you're done with it, you can literally, well, I don't know if you'd ever be done with it, but I'm just saying, if you ever wanted to get rid of it, it is recyclable. You could do the right thing and send it back to them and they'll reuse it, which is awesome, absolutely awesome. Another really good thing about using TMill is that I have a lot more freedom. I don't have to just do t-shirts. I could do long sleeve t-shirts, I can do tie-dye t-shirts, I can do tote bags, I can do hoodies, I can do a lot of things, and I don't have to bulk order just one type of t-shirt in vast amounts. I can just, the main appeal is that people can order and those t-shirts get made as the orders come in. There's not like a stack of them somewhere. As soon as someone orders a shirt, TMill will get the order through and they'll print it on a t-shirt that same day. And the next day it will go out for delivery, which is so cool. Now, if you haven't guessed already, TMill is like a fulfillment center. They take care of everything. All I do is supply the design. I then give them my specifications. I want it on black and this, that and the other. They will then give me a website space and I'm able to customize the website and I can do multiple designs and everything like that. And that's it. They take care of everything. They do the printing, they do the picking, they do the posting. They even have customer service. So if you need to talk to someone about your garment that you order, they have a customer service place. And you can return it if you want. Let's talk about the cons of using TMill. You know, one, they're a fulfillment center, so I don't get to be hands-on with the orders. I don't get to put the stickers in. I don't get to put little details like customize the hem tags and stuff like that. I don't get to put like little things, little Hot Wheels in the packaging. If I wanted to run like a competition, it's not like I can give t-shirts away. That was another big thing for me, is that I wanted to be able to give t-shirts and stuff away to people. I wanted to do competitions. And I suppose I still could. I could get that stuff ordered to me and then ship it out. So there's a way around it. But even for me, I still have to pay like full price for my own t-shirt. That's the other thing about doing the fulfillment center, is that even I have to pay for my stuff. The other bad thing about TMill, well, it's not bad, but it could probably be improved. I just don't know how. But the profit is very, very minimum. This is like I mentioned earlier. So yes, I will be making a very small profit, but not enough to shout about and get excited, really. Which I'm actually just going to be absolutely black and white with you, and I'm going to grab my phone and actually show you. why it's that much, and how much I'll be making per t-shirt. Now with the t-shirts, I have to set them at 23 UK pounds. See if you can see that, which is the very minimum that I can actually set it to. And as you can see, that is how much money I would make per t-shirt. So a cut will go to TMill, and of course that covers postage and any other fees like that. I can actually move the slider. Like I could make the t-shirts like 30 UK pounds. I could make them 30 UK pounds, which would give me a profit of about £7 per t-shirt sold. But like I said, I'm a very small creator, and I want to have this t-shirt thing so that people can afford it, for one, and be able to support the channel and the podcast. So I've set it at the very minimum. That way everybody's happy, and I still make a tiny little profit, which, like I said, will go towards things like new microphones for the podcast, the YouTube channel, and maybe go towards getting my plane ticket to go to Madness in 2023. The other really appealing thing about doing it this way is that the postage for you guys costs like £4 in the UK and £7 in the US, which I thought was very affordable and cheap, considering that normally if you want to order something from America, you're looking at £15–20 plus, depending on what it is. But I thought £7 was very reasonable. And the other thing as well, you will get tracking numbers. I'm really happy with how this turned out. The positioning of that front logo here, and the positioning of the back. Good job, TMill. Like I said, one of the main reasons for doing t-shirts is so that you guys could support the channel, support the podcast. Every little helps. Hopefully, if you get one of these shirts, you'll feel like you're part of this community even more, and I would love for you guys to go ahead and support me. Order a t-shirt, maybe one for you and your partner, who knows. But no, all jokes aside, every time I film a video, some crackhead in an aeroplane goes right over the... Before we go, I do want to thank you guys in advance for supporting the channel, even if it's just to hit the like button or the subscribe button, just to give me the time of day. Thank you so much. But thank you massively for being a part of this channel, this movement, this community. By buying one of my t-shirts or hoodies, I really appreciate it. Thank you. Another thing, obviously, if you have bought one of these t-shirts or hoodies, if you do put it on Instagram of you wearing it, I will of course repost and share it on not only Instagram but on the website as well, with your consent. So if you did buy anything like this, you'll be featured on the homepage of the website. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you're as excited as me. I feel this is a massive milestone with the whole YouTube and podcast thing, which coincidentally this week the podcast itself has just hit over 10,000 listens. So that just blows my mind on its own. Thank you so much. We've also just hit over 500 subscribers on the YouTube. Again, the milestones just keep coming. I don't even have words to describe this. Nonetheless, thank you guys for being a massive part of this journey, and I hope you continue to support the Monster Rabbit channel and the podcast. All links to everything will be in the show notes below, and just thank you.